Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
So, in this occasion, I would like to start a new episode of VIIIC or Weekend English Talk. And today we have me, my name is Azzam, as the main host, and we have my partner here, Ayas. How are you, Ayas?
Fine.
And in this occasion, we have a very special guest who is living in the United Arab Emirates and currently studying as a bachelor at mass communication. How are you, Mister?
Good, good, alhamdulillah. I hope every one of you is always fine.
Mister, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, so my name is Muhammad Aksal Romi. I go by Aksal, so you can call me Aksal. I'm a student in Al Qasimiyah University. My major is mass communication, and I'm currently on my last semester. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mister, for attendance today and for using your time for us. How is this, Mister?
thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Maybe I would like to start our sharing session, ya, Mister. Ya. Yes.
Yes,
Okay, Mister, I want to ask, what time is it now in the United Arab Emirates?
we are now currently at 11 a.m. in the morning. Yes, it's like 3 hours different between here and Western Indonesian time, WIB.
Oh. Okay, so I want to ask Mister, what's the best?
The mic, maybe you can open the mic.
Okay, sorry, Mister. What's the best local food that have you ever tried in the United Arab Emirates?
The best food I have
Local
tried
food,
in
local food.
local food. Uh, See, the thing is, in the UAE, we have so many different cultures and nationalities coexisting here. They are from India, from Philippines, from Thailand, from Pakistan, so from Africa even. So we have a very diverse like cuisine, diverse food here. But the best thing, like if we talk about Arab food, there is uh, there is a rice called malboot. It's like a very good rice with with beef or even lamb sometimes. Yeah, that's what I can answer for now because on top of my head there are so many food that I can think of.
Okay, Mister. Can you say there is so many diverse people like Iran, Arab, Chinese, and others? So, what are you feeling to live with many other diverse nations in United Arab Emirates?
It's a very it's a very good experience. It's a very eye-opening experience, I think. Like living here for the past like 3.5 years, I feel like I've opened my eyes to different people, how they live, how their cultures are, and basically uh, different characteristics of people. We need to be adaptive, because if we like stay in the same place for a long time without looking at how people see the world, it's gonna it's not enough. We need to explore. We need to basically try to understand how people think, how people feel. That's how I feel here, like living with diverse group of people makes me very happy. And yeah,
Yeah. I would like to ask Mister, how long have you actually lived in the United Arab Emirates?
okay, I came here in June 2021. Like in the it was in the middle of pandemic. It was in the middle of the year, by the end of June. But if we count until now, it's like 3 years and a few months. Uh, my total living here, my life here in the UAE will be like in total, I would say 3.5 years until I graduate.
So how was the Uni Emirate Arabs when you first arrived, sir? Because of course,
Okay, yeah.
changing country could be surprising.
Ah, you mean like the culture shock, or I mean, at the
Yes.
first time I came here, I was amazed because, I've been living in Indonesia for basically 20 years, 21 years, uh, seeing like how different countries can be. It's a really, eye-opening experience. I see how uh, the buildings here, the people here, but my feeling at the time, I was amazed. But it was like pandemic, so there are very strict protocols when you go around, when you go into the store, into the sorry, the mic, like there is a background noise in your place.
Yes.
There is like a noise, like people speaking. Okay. Um, where was I? Okay. There were like strict protocols when I came here. Like I need to present like vaccine card, and then I need to be tested for. We've been all through like same thing, right? Same protocol, same procedure for everything basically. Like I need to be tested like 2 weeks, once in 2 weeks, and yeah. But overall, that phase has passed now. Like we're now living in a new normal, like they said. And yes, I'm really happy.
Do you find the people in Uni Arab Emirates friendly user? Because of course the society helps us to adapt at the new country, right, Mister? So is there some new people you find that help you around the country?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a very good question. Thank you. Uh, in my opinion, like if you have a country that is different, like in terms of nationalities, in terms of cultures coexisting together, living together in the same place, I think the more diverse the people, the more like friendly they are. Like for example, if we like compare between like people between there who live in like rural area, small area, like in the countryside, and we try to like compare them between those who live in like big city or big country, like with diverse people. We're gonna see like people in this big country, they are more accepting, they are more like I think open-minded. Like they try to see people in a different way, in a different perspective. So that's what I feel here, because I've experienced so many experiences, like with many different people, with many different nationalities, all the way from the Europe to America. So they are they are living here, and yeah, it's a very pleasant experience. Even though some of them, some of the experiences were not, you know, you know, in like in good things, there will always be like small things that you find. I think I'm not saying not good, but it's like lack, like less good. That's what I feel like. But in overall, it's a really good experience.
Okay, Mister. Did you say that the new people in in the Arab Emirates, is the friend people? Is there many people in Arab is a rich guy that in the street always use like supercars or what you feel about
Sorry,
that?
supercar.
Yes, like Is there any rich people in there, or
Oh,
maybe?
oh, rich. You mean like wealthy? Okay. That's an interesting question. Um, I think it what media showed us, right? Like, if we actually go here, we're gonna see this place for what it is. Like, yes, there are like rich people, especially the locals, like the Emiratis. They live like, I'm not saying like in luxury. Yes, maybe some of them live in luxury. Some of them are businessmen and businesswomen, but like they live in like, I will say in prosperity. In prosperity, they live prosperously, and that's what I see here. But if you see here, there are also people who work really hard. But overall, this place is very safe. You know, you can walk in the middle of the night and nothing will happen to you, inshallah, because the law here is very strict. The law, like the lawmen here, is very. They are doing their job. And also about the rich and the supercars. Yes, there are few supercars, especially in places like Dubai Mall. You know, like some place around that place, you can see people who own these cars. But like if you actually go here, uh, you're gonna see like regular, just a regular city. Yeah. Even though there are people who actually do that, they flex or they show off what they have, but in overall, not so many people have that.
Okay, sir. I would like to ask. So you said that you have lived at the Uni Arab Emirates for like 3 years and a few months, right, sir?
Mm.
Is there anything that you miss about Indonesia after all
Oh,
those 3 years?
yes. Of course, yeah. uh what like, what they say, right? There's no place like home. Like, doesn't matter how good your life, like outside your place. Like, I will always miss my home in Indonesia. I love Indonesia. uh I love the food, because here we can't we cannot really find Indonesian food unless we go, like, we travel, like we also pay a heavy price. Sometimes they get pricey here, like Indonesian food. It's all also like really 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 lacks of Indonesian cuisine, if I say so myself. And also, I also miss the atmosphere of Indonesia, because here we don't really see Indonesians that much. We have Indonesians here, but it's really small amount. Like, we go to the streets, we don't see Indonesians. Like, uh, it's very different than in Indonesia. Like, we go to the market, we go to the school, we go to everywhere, to the streets. We go see Indonesians everywhere, and sometimes we feel like, oh my God, like we don't really feel anything there. But here, I feel like, sometimes I feel like I miss the community, the Indonesian community in Indonesia. Like, they are really warm, they are really welcoming to people. But here, not so much, because they're not really Indonesian, like in public places. But we get to see them,
Yeah.
like, quite few times, in consulate or in at the embassy. We've met
Oh.
them, although it's only in like special occasions, like quite few times. Food, people, and yeah, that's basically what I miss from Indonesia.
So you say you miss the community, right, Mister? But inshallah, the community in there is also friendly. You say, Mister. So you can adapt to it easily.
Yeah,
If but if there is, for example, maybe like some of your friends want to join you at Uni Arab Emirates, Is there some advice that you can share them or share to us when if we want to live there?
Okay, so like tips when
Yeah.
someone will come here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe it's like there are like technical aspects or mental aspects as well. Like maybe like technical aspect, you need to have like proper documents before you go here. Like uh, I'm currently on scholarship, right? So in order
Oh,
to uh, sign up for scholarship, you need to have proper documents. For example, passport, birth certificate, um, report cards, diploma, like certificate of good conduct, or we know as SKCK in Indonesia. Yeah, these kind of things we need to have. We need to have them. We need to like show them that we are in fact a proper citizen, like in Indonesia, before we get to come here, because you see, like scholarship or maybe like even work, it's not like if you get the call, like for example you get accepted in work at work, or for
yeah.
a study program for a scholarship, it's not always like straightforward. You need to go through a like process, like complicated. It's not complicated, but you need to go through them as other people do as well, because we have law, right? We have to go through certain procedures, through certain steps and whatnot. Yeah, but maybe that's technical side. Maybe also like you need to have like good health condition because you're gonna be far from home. Uh, Maybe possibly no one will take care of you because you will be living alone if you are living alone. But maybe if you have some Indonesian friend, that's good. Maybe if you know people that will gonna that will, they are gonna take care of you, that's also good. But you need to have like good health condition before you go. You step far away from home. And also from the mental aspect, you need to have like adaptability. You need to be adaptive to your environment, because you see here it's very hot now. Like we are in summer currently. uh the temperature today is like uh let me check for you. It's like 40, yeah, 40 plus today. Like in summer it gets really hot. You cannot really walk outside during the day. The temperature will rise up to like 45, 46 degrees Celsius. Even at some point it was 49. If the weather is generous enough, it's 42. But 42 is still hot. 40 is still, it's really boiling hot. It's really scorching hot. You need to adapt to this like kind of weather. Even at night you can walk outside, but you still feel the humidity. You will sweat out, from the exposure your body to the heat. You need to go out by car, by train, or by taxi. You need to adapt to these things. And also you need to have the willingness to grow, to develop yourself as a person, as a student, as a individual, as a professional. Because you see, when you go here, you can go here, but you can go here and be just another guy, another student, studying and fulfilling your obligations, and just like blaze through everything. But that's about it. That's not gonna take you so far. I think you need to have like willingness to always grow. To, yeah, in the at the end you will come out with something. Maybe that's about it. Uh, it's really fun experience.
Okay, Mister. So, are you? Is there any favorite places to go in United Arab Emirates? Like you vacation in there or some your favorite places?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So United Arab Emirates is known for its biggest city, not that biggest city, but its most populated city, and that is Dubai, right? If you guys are familiar with the city Dubai, Dubai city, it's like favorite holiday destination of basically people around the world, right? We have here like Burj Khalifa, like the tallest building in the world. We have Dubai Mall. We have Marina Beach. We have there are some, you can look it up yourself in Google what we have here in Dubai. But my most favorite place in the United Arab Emirates, I will say, uh, here in Sharjah. We have Sharjah is like another city from Dubai. It's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from Dubai. We have a more like we have less, not more, sorry, less populated area here. It's more calm. It's calmer here. Like people not really in rush here, and it's overall nice place in Sharjah where I live now. Yeah, but also there is also the capital city, that is Abu Dhabi. It's also like very, a large city, a huge city. In fact, there are also like some of the best events in the world. For example, UFC are conducted there. It's held there in UFC, and then also F1. If you guys familiar with it, it's also held there in Abu Dhabi. And also some of the like boxing match, and yeah, some of the biggest event in the world. It's held there in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, so you second there is a boxing match in the Abu Dhabi. So I want to ask, what are the most popular sports or sports activities in the United Arab Emirates?
The most popular sport activity. Oh my, that's like I think I think it's football. There's like there's like a local league here. Like we have Premier League in England. We have in like League on in France, and we also have league here in. I believe it's football. People love to watch football here, and also footballers they they go here like quite often to like spend their vacation, spend their holidays here in Dubai. Yeah, I think it's football.
So, Mister, you're currently living at Dubai right now, Mister.
No, no, I live in Sharjah. It's like 20 minutes away from
Oh,
Dubai. 20 minutes from Dubai. It's really close. It's like border.
wonderful. If you're usually not working or studying, is there places that you like to go for, like break time or some free time that you have?
Okay. Sometime like during holidays. Okay. During holidays, like in regular like weekly holidays. Like weekly
Yeah.
holidays. I usually go to Dubai. Like to to explore, to go to different places there. It's where I spend my holidays, spend my weekends sometime. But also I also explore this place where I live, Sharjah. I go to the like to Corniche, to the malls, and whatnot. But like for the annual holiday, I traveled to Serbia and Turkey, like, and also to Saudi Arabia, like in different like semester holiday. I went there. Yeah.
Mm, but what actually attract you to live at the Uni Arab Emirates, Mister? Because there is so many other country, right? There is many advanced country like China, Japan, or other country. But why did you choose Uni Arab Emirates exactly?
I I wouldn't say United Arab Emirates is not it's not an advanced country. In fact, this country is it's very
Yeah.
advanced. Like they have space mission. They have this like a museum of the future. It's like a very sophisticated place. Though people see this place as an Arab country, which is true. This is an Arab country, but it's a different kind. It's a different place. Why the reason why I lived here because I got accepted to my scholarship program.
Oh,
Before I didn't really think to live here. Like I haven't got any idea about this place before. Like I only know Dubai and Abu Dhabi. That's about it in back in Indonesia before I came here.
oh,
But then when I finished high school in 2019, after what we call as pengabdian,
yeah.
I finished that, and then I started my scholarship hunt, and I applied for few different scholarship program throughout the world. There is I applied to Turkey, I applied to Saudi, and you know even in Indonesia I applied as well for scholarship programs. But the only one that stick out to me is in here in Al Qasimiyah University in the UAE. So that's where I started to like research about this place, like what this place have, what this place you know is what this place really is. And yeah, I eventually ended up here, and I've been so happy so far.
Oh, so what I thought is that you moved to Uni Arab Emirates, and after that you try to get a job or study somewhere. But actually, you get you said a scholarship, yeah, Mister.
Yeah, because I applied when I was in Indonesia after I graduated high school, from my boarding school. And then I look up you know looked up for different opportunities, and then I ended up here.
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
uh, but can you explain what you do as a bachelor in mass communication, right, Mister? Is there any specific thing you can tell us on what you do?
Do you mean like what I study? That's what you
Yeah.
mean? Okay. So uh, I'm a bachelor in mass communication, right? So when we talk about communication, it's all about like conveying meanings or messages from a point to another point. There is it's like intrapersonal communication, which we talk to ourselves, and also there is like international communication where a country is speaking to another country. That's what you call international communication.
Oh,
And there's also mass communication. Mass communication is like conveying a message from one point to mass, to
oh,
massive group of people. That's what you call, you know, mass media. We have like TV, television, we have radio, we have journalism, we have public relations, we have also social media, digital media, artificial intelligence, podcast now, like what nowadays, you know, really famous. Uh, this kind of things, mass media basically. That's what we are working on. We are studying how TV, not how TV works, but not how the actual TV works. No, but it's instead we work in behind the scene. Like in at the TV station, how we manage like a television program, how we manage a podcast, how we conduct an interview, how we shoot a camera, how we like set up a lighting, how we write news, how we connect with like other people from other companies, from other countries, like things like this. We call it like mass media.
mm. Do you work with other Indonesia people or do you study with the Uni Arab Emirates people? Because of course, when you move to that country, it will be challenging, right, Mister?
Okay, so in my university we have, as I mentioned before, we have like diverse group of people. We have people from Africa, from countries like Senegal, Mali, Ghana, and then also people from like Arabic countries like Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, uh, even people from Sudan, Morocco, from over there, and from Europe, from America as well. Uh, but these people are who I've been working with so far. Who I've worked with so far. But if you ask me about Indonesians, yes, we have in this university specifically, we have like a community, like a a huge group of people, Indonesian people that studying in the same university. We have it's called PPMI Al Qasimiyah. It's like Persatuan Pelajar dan Mahasiswa Indonesia here in Al Qasimiyah in my university, and yeah, that's where we like connect with each other. That's where we like help each other with different issues, different problems, or just hang out with with Indonesians in university. But if you ask me about when we go out of the university, we have even more diverse people. We have Indians, uh, we have locals, Emiratis, we have Egyptians, we have yeah, that's how it is.
Now, Mister, do you join any community that other than that?
Sorry.
Like, do you join like community and other than the community that in your university, or only that?
Okay. So yeah. I actually went to quite a few like communities outside of here. For example, I joined an English club outside of university. There are people like try to practice their English, which I went for quite a few times. Yeah. Maybe that, and I also went like to an internship, at a TV station. It's like it's like a government TV station. We have so many different people that working there, and yeah, these like the communities I've been to so far. Oh, and also when for like a volunteership, like a volunteering action. It's like there is like this children book fair. There's like an exhibition, for children, and I actually went volunteer there, as a volunteer.
Okay, Mister. So, do you still studying in your university or already working?
I'm on my final semester now. Inshallah, I'll be graduating in 4 months' time, inshallah, and then I'll return to Indonesia. But I don't know if I will work here or not. We'll see about that, inshallah.
Can you explain what is like mass what?
Mass communication.
Yeah, can you tell me what the meaning of mass telecommunication?
Mass communication.
Yeah,
So
communication.
as I mentioned before, mass, mass mean massive, like mass, like uh, a big group of people, and communication mean to convey a message or a meaning from point to another point. So what we meant by mass communication is like sending message, sending meanings to different group of people, to big group of people. For example, as I mentioned before as well, television, radio, social media, podcasts, and these kind of things. We consider them mass communication or mass media.
So, what's the biggest challenge that you ever experienced in United Arab Emirates?
The biggest challenge, maybe, if we're talking about challenges in study, yeah, there are quite a few challenges. For example, the language. For example, uh, I was once a president of language department. Kism Iya Lugha in at my high school. I felt like I know everything at that point. But then I came here. I felt like I don't know everything. I don't know anything. What I mean by that is like when I you know when I signed up for this program, I study mass communication, mass media, which contain a lot of Arab, Arabs, Arabic people. They are from different Arabic countries, and also the teachers, they are from Arabic countries as well. Uh, so they speak in like they don't speak in Fusha, you guys know, right? Fusha, like the book language we use in books or magazines or in news. We don't speak that. Like people like Arabic, the actual Arabic people, they don't speak that. They speak in dialects. They speak in accents. They speak in their own language. Like, it's still Arabic, but they have accents, which at first, at my first year, I struggled to understand them. You know, I like I was silent a lot. I listened a lot. I listened a lot. Like I didn't really understand it. But passed, as time passed by, now I can understand them, and now I can like distinguish between different dialects. We call as Amia, Amia. Like it's like a market language, street language. Kind of like how people from Surabaya and people from Solo, they speak the same language, Javanese, but it's there are difference between these languages, right? Between how they speak. That's how it is in here. That's language challenge, like Arabic. How we like study in classes, how we talk with these Arabs, these Arabic people, which are really nice. Maybe that's the challenges in study, and also we have to maintain our like certain standard, that our university set, because if you drop down like below the standard, you're gonna get like a warnings, and they're gonna give you like a few warnings, few opportunity to fix them, and if you could not fix them, you're gonna get expelled. You're gonna return home with nothing. That's the challenges in study. Maybe the challenges outside of study, for example, maybe the heat, because I think most of us Indonesians are really adaptable to changes. I think it's not really a problem, with the food, with with new people. Maybe it's at first it's like different experiences, like shocking in a sense, but at the end it's okay. We're gonna be okay, inshallah.
Okay, so United Arab Emirates, is it expensive to living in there or what? Is
Okay,
it like, yeah?
the living costs in here. Yeah, I will say that living cost in the UAE is expensive. Like it's much more expensive than Indonesia. Uh, but it's also like concord with the income. Like if you work here, you will also get more like salary than we have in Indonesia. But also the living cost is the same. Like you need to spend a lot. Yeah, it's quite expensive if we compare it to Indonesia.
Uh, you said you actually don't know about working at Uni Arab Emirates or not. That can you explain why are you still hesitant on working at Uni Arab Emirates? Are you Do you have like a dream on wanting to work in another country, or are you just not interested in working at your country?
My country, you mean Indonesia? Or
No, I mean Uni Arab Emirates. Yeah.
oh, okay. So the UAE is not really my country. It's where I live. My country is
Yeah.
Indonesia, of course. Yeah, I do have like dream to travel the world. I do have dreams to work, not work, to like travel around the world. If my job, like my future job, can provide that, if I can work while also traveling, I will be very happy. Though I'm not sure for now. Um, if you ask me where I want to work, I want to work, wherever my passion take me. If it's in the UAE, I will work here. If it's in Europe, I will work there. I'm still not sure, but I do have plan.
Uh, I would like to ask something out of the topic, Mister. But like, what are some biggest culture shock that you experienced, Mister? Because, yeah, of course, changing country could be hard, right, Mister? And of course, I also never been living on a country for very long, or like 3 years, like you.
Okay, the biggest culture shock that I've experienced here. You mean?
Yes.
Okay, the biggest culture shock. It's probably like how people. It's not really culture shock, but different kind of experience I've experienced here. Yeah, I mentioned before, like the heat. It's really hot in here. Indonesia, we have like 30, like 30 and above. In Indonesia, is really we consider it as hot, right? It's but here, like if we get 30 during in the summer like this,
Yeah.
it's a blessing. It's the heat. It's very hot in here, like during the summer. But in winter, it's cold. Okay, the temperature, the weather, and then also there's also not much rain here. Uh,
Oh.
we have Indonesia rain like maybe for 5 months, right? 5 months straight raining. Even though not every day, but we get rain a lot. In here, we don't really have rain that much to the point where I miss rain. If in Indonesia we get sick of rain, like we can go out, we can like in boarding school we cannot dry our clothes outside, right? In Because we get sick of
Yeah.
rain sometimes. But here we don't really have much rain to the point where we miss them a lot. Uh, the rain that came down here may be like really pouring, like the really hard rain, like pouring rain. It's like by the end of the year, like in December or January, we have like 3 or 4 days of rain. That's about it. Like for like the whole length of the year, you don't really have rain. Maybe like once or twice, like in some random days, but that's about it. There's not really much rain here. It's always sunny. It's always sunny. Like the sky is always clear. Like it's always blue. Indonesia, we have like clouds. We have cloudy weather. Here
Yeah.
it's always like blue, blue clear sky.
Of course, of course. Uh, what about the public transportation in there, sir? So you say you need to like use taxi or train, right, sir? Can you like walk around at Uni Arab Emirates like easily, sir? For example, maybe like you want to go somewhere close. Do you actually need a taxi or can you just walk?
Okay, so if we're talking about public transportation.
Yeah.
No, no. First, if we talk about walking, yeah, we can walk. Yeah, they have like a big sidewalk. Big,
What is?
sidewalk, big sidewalk here. We can walk on. But still, during the day you can go out. You can walk outside because you're gonna get overheat. You're gonna get heat stroke. You're gonna get dehydration and whatnot during the day. Maybe at night we can walk. We can walk outside, but yeah, we have big sidewalk. Maybe to the place close from my place, I can walk. I can walk there for sure. But if we're talking about public transportation, we have bus, we have train. Like metro. Like it's like MRT in Jakarta, right? In Jabodetabek, we have MRT. We have that in Dubai. We also have taxi, which is really, sometimes it gets pricey, it gets expensive. Uh, and we also have buses, but the buses schedule is not really, it's not really like 15 minutes, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and every bus. It's like 1 hour every bus, so it's not really reliable if you want to walk around the city with buses, with public transportation. You need to go by taxi. It's different than when I went to Turkey, or Serbia. They have this a very like public transportation, a very good public transportation, which like bus came in like 10-15 minutes per lane. It's convenient really convenient public transportation. Well, here it's not really like a main, you know like a main tool to go around the city. Yeah.
Okay, Mister, I want to ask. You say that the UAE is a very advanced country. How big is the technology impacted the country?
Okay. So if you walk around in the UAE, you don't really see like fancy building, or like big building with big tech, or some sort of that. You don't see that like in common places. But if we talk about the initiative that the UAE take, for example, they have the space mission. They have their own astronaut that is orbiting the space. uh his name is Sultan Aniadi. He's like an astronaut from the UAE. Also, they have like Museum of the Future. It's like a museum, but it consists of like the future challenges that they want to accomplish. For example, they want to have space station. They want to have yeah, this kind of things. They want to have more sophisticated things that they want to build here in the UAE. Yeah, but if we're talking about like the regular places, there's not really much to it. It's gonna be regular buildings and whatever it is. But yeah, that's my answer to that. They have
Okay,
they take more initiative in the background, to advance their work, their country.
so you say that if you're walking on the street and when night, it's safe. So what's the overall security and safety in the UAE?
Yes, it's very safe. It's very safe. Like I'm not sure how, but the law enforcement here, they took matters really seriously, and it's really safe. Like if you leave your stuff hanging around, like the table, for example, and you left it there and you forgot it, and you come back like 1 hour later because you forgot it, it's still gonna be there. You don't worry about your stuff getting lost. Maybe if you lost it on the street, maybe that's a different question. But like pickpocket, like people who steal from other people, on the streets like that, you don't see them here. Uh, but also, that being said, you cannot like you still have to be secure. You need to secure your belongings, your stuff when you're walking around. But overall, you don't feel threatened by these criminals, these criminals activities.
Okay, Mister. Maybe that's all for our study session, Mister. Since it's already been like around 1 hour or less, and I don't want to take more of your time, Mister. Thank you so much, Mister, for spending your time and for your attendance in our weekend English talk. So maybe I would like to end it here, Mister.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really grateful for this opportunity to the both hosts, Mr. Azam and Ayas, and everyone involved that made this happen, made this meeting happen here. I'm really happy. I'm really grateful to it. I hope every one of you and everyone involved are well, and
Yeah.
I hope for your
Yes, yes.
future success, inshallah.
Amin.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, syukron Mister. Hope you have a good day and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.